that thiol actually react with that pyruvate. So as I mentioned, that sulfur is going to make a bond with that carbonyl carbon, and that carbon dioxide, this carboxylic acid group, that will leave the molecule as the carbon dioxide. And as a result, we are going to make this type of bond. And what functional group we are having here? Can you tell me what functional group is this one? That the acetyl, this is acetyl group, we call this is the acetyl group. And acetyl group is linked with the acetyl coenzyme A. So what is the linkage that is holding that one? Can you think about it? What functional group is this one? Okay, let's say this is this way. If it were this way, can you tell me what functional group is this one? What functional group is this one? An ester, right? So this is an ester. Then what is going to be that one? Remember, whenever you replace oxygen with the sulfur, what the word we need to be? Thiol, right? So if it is sulfur, we just add at the beginning thiol ester. So this is the thioester. So their property are also similar to the ester. So that acetyl group, whenever we need that acetyl group, because that is the important part, that is we are getting that from our food. So we cannot give it up. We need that part. And that can be released anytime whenever need by doing the hydrolysis. So hydrolysis, because we know the ester can be easily hydrolyzed, and here is the hydrolysis point. So it will release that 2-carbon acetyl group whenever we need that 2-carbon. Under anaerobic condition. Anaerobic condition actually we face, like for example, you are doing hard exercise or working very hard with your muscle. Lots of muscle movement. So muscle needs lot of energy and but is not getting enough time to have enough oxygen. But muscle needs to work in that way. Otherwise, like our function is not be properly done. So in that case, this pathway is followed. So what happened in that anaerobic condition? So we don't have enough oxygen, sufficient enough of oxygen, but we need energy. We need energy. Think about it, what is happening. We need ATP for doing any kind of work. That we need. And ATP, to produce ATP, that NADH, that we will see that NADH that we are producing this reduced coenzyme in the stage, next stage, in the cyclic acid cycle, that will help to produce that ATP. And that can be done in presence of oxygen only. Without oxygen, so oxygen actually converting that NADH to NAD plus, and in doing so, that being formed. Energy is being transferred to synthesize the ATP. So that means this reduced coenzyme has to be reoxidized in this form, in presence of oxygen. If we don't have oxygen, that NAD plus is not going to be formed at all. And ATP also is not going to be formed because energy is not being transferred. If we don't have NAD plus, if we don't have the ATP, if we do not have the ATP, think about it, the glycolysis. We need to invest 2 molecules of ATP to continue the glycolysis. Glycolysis is going to be stopped if we don't have the ATP. And without the glycolysis, we don't have any source of energy. And NAD plus, there will be no NAD plus present also if we don't have the oxygen. But we need, if we go back, let's see the glycolysis pathway again. Then we are going to produce at least few molecules of ATP from the glycolysis. Before that, we are just investing ATP. After that, we can produce some ATP. But in this one, we must need some NAD+. And why we are going to NAD+ if the oxygen is not present? So everything will be NADH+. So a lot of NADH+ in our cell because we don't have the oxygen, but we do not have the NAD+. In order to continue this glycolysis process, we must convert some of the NAD+ to this NADH+. That's why we are now going to see that now the pyruvate will take some of this NADH and being reduced and produce the NAD+. And NAD+ can come and continue this process and create some pyruvate and create some ATP molecule. We have a lot of NADH. Some of the NADH is going to be used to convert it to the NAD+. And how? So that somebody has to take that hydrogen. So pyruvate can take those hydrogens and in this one, so one hydrogen can be added here, another hydrogen can be added here, and we are going to get the lactate. That is the molecule. So lactate is going to be the propanoic acid, but 2-hydroxypropanoic acid is called the lactate molecule. So it is because of the reduction, and now we can have the NAD+. Now this NAD+ can go to continue the glycolysis so that more pyruvate is coming, and as a result we can produce some ATP molecule. And remember, this is the emergency situation. And because of this lactate molecule, why? Because that concentration will build up in the muscle, and that's why you get that muscle ache. Do you remember the muscle ache? Have you had the experience of this muscle ache? When you work hard, sometimes you feel when this concentration builds up that lactic acid, that's the sensation that you get because of that. That means your cell in that time did not follow the normal pathway, instead that was followed this pathway to produce lactate molecule. Now once we have the oxygen, when we have the normal situation, then that lactate can go back to reform the pyruvate. So then the pain is gone once the oxygen is coming. So over the time that is happening. So take your clicker and see if you can give me that answer.